Ladies and gents, hope all is well. We have a lot to talk about, but before we get into it, let's start with our NBA 2023 recap. So, we did completely start this. Now, I've been betting for years, and I started all the way back on a TikTok first. I'm like, okay, let me start showing a little of my bets there. For people to ask how much I bet, I usually do $100 per unit. And you go back to my original TikTok videos, you have all of those over there. And what I did, I'm like, okay, I see a lot of people on YouTube that is doing sports bets, and I'm better than them. I can do this, and I believe we can make a lot of good money. So I decided to start mine and show you guys exactly what's popping, how I was doing. First month I start showing you guys was in February. February completely dominated. When I was showing it on here, I was just literally showing each day because I'm like, look, we're going to win at a 60 to 70% rate on average. Nobody else going to be able to do that. So you see day 1, 66, 66, we had a 100% day, 76, 100% day. So it's like, look, we only had one terrible day, decent days, great days, freaking amazing in February. Then when we went to March I dominated because we went on a great freaking winning streak. We started off March literally hitting the first 8 days straight, an 8-day winning streak, freaking amazing, and it was a great journey. So I had to just like, look, is if we won or we lost, we don't got to break down units because everybody bet differently, and you seen that. April was a rough month because after All-Star break and stuff, it was hard to get consistent, and we barely lost. We had a losing month because it's like win, lose, win, loss, win, loss. So it was tough, and I don't remember the rest of the month, but it was more of the same thing. I remember I couldn't get 2 wins in a row, and sometimes I would get 2 losses or 1, but it was an interesting month. Then from here on out, you had the playoffs. The playoffs was good. Playoffs was definitely good. Showed you guys a different perspective. We won a lot of money, lost a lot of money, hit some big ones, finished the playoffs strong. Last game we hit a plus 10,000 bet. The game before we hit a plus 3,700 bet. I realized it was easy for me to hit player props and plus 100s because it's not too hard. But overall, I appreciate you guys. I started my Patreon. It was February 15th where I took a leap of faith where I'm like, look, I'm doing all of these bets. It's taking me 6 hours a day to come up with all of this stuff. And YouTube paying me $200 a month. That's not going to work. So I'm like, look, we got to figure something out. Came up with the Patreon. You had a lot of people. Oh my God, nobody never paid that. Hundreds of people later. I appreciate the support. You guys are freaking amazing and awesome. We are going to dominate every other sport. You see with MLB, I stopped doing regular money lines and player props and promoting it to people because I ain't good at it. But when it come down to home runs and the no home run challenge, see, we just made it to day 7. So on that, you just literally for the rest of this year, you bet whatever your unit is. If it's $100 a day, you're going to end up winning by the end of the year when it come down to those bets.